You got me flowers?
Of course I did, bro.
Nobody's ever got me flowers before.
That's a lie, but okay.
Who's got me flowers before?
I don't know, bro. Only live your life. Only live your life. But I think they're gonna got you. I think somebody done got you some flowers before.
Okay, well,
Once upon a time.
well,
Your
you
mama,
assumed
your mama
incorrectly.
or somebody.
You assumed incorrectly.
Okay. All right. Whatever you say, my man.
So, how have you been?
I've been doing good, man. I've been having a really good time. I just got back from Costa Rica, as you know. I was in Tamarindo, um, at surf camp, learning to surf, and that was hella fun. Made like hella new friends. A lot of Canadians, pretty much all Canadians, except for like two people. Yeah. Well, no, I'm not. I won't say all Canadians, like, but a lot of Canadians still. Um, yeah, man. Like so it was I was there for 7 days, Saturday to Saturday. I guess it's technically 8 days. But and so we only surfed for like 6 days. We surfed Sunday through Friday. And like Sunday was my first day surfing. And when I say that shit was hard, bruh, like that it was one of the hardest things. It was like trying to learn how to swim for the first time. Like it was that hard.
Were you the only newbie surfer out in the sea?
Absolutely not. Like there was a whole like beginner class. And the
Okay.
beginner class was huge. It was probably like 20 people at least in the beginners. Like
Mm.
some families, some like other adults, some folks who like surfed before, but just ain't surfed in a long time. So yeah, it was plenty of folks out there like beginning, um, or relearning as it were. Uh, so yeah, but that first day, like my instructor, he was usually my first instructor was usually a intermediate level instructor, but they put him on beginning because I guess my regular instructor wasn't there for the first day. And this man was like, "Yo, like he was like yelling at me. He was like, you need to paddle more, man, harder, deeper." He was like, "You need to." He was like, "You're not standing up on the board right." I'm like, "Bro, I don't know how to do none of this. You keep leaving me out here in the middle of the ocean because you can paddle this fucking surfboard far faster than I can, and like every time I fall off this shit, like and be tumbling under the waves, you ain't nowhere to be found." And like
Um,
that first day was so hard. Like I low key wanted to not go back. Like I was like, this was so hard. Like I don't want to do it no more. I'm good. But I knew the
so
first day was gonna be hard, so I stuck with it.
so did you wear floaties or anything?
No, not at all, bro. I can swim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So like, and that was one thing, like, cause I ain't really swam in a while, so that kind of surprised me, like being out there in the ocean, like when I would get knocked off the board, and I'll be like in the deep end, like where it's too deep for me to stand.
the
Um,
ocean has a deep end. The ocean, you're in
yeah,
somebody else's
most of the ocean
house.
is the deep end. Most of the ocean is the deep end, bruh. Um,
Okay.
but like, and also I was surprised at like how far I could walk out on the ship, like walk out from the beach and like still stand in the water. Cause I could get out there pretty far and I'd be like, oh, I can still stand. And then a 5 foot wave would come and I'd be like, oh fuck.
I know, because you're so short.
I could only stand because this wave was coming.
Um, so like what was it like? Because I was tracking your every move, thanks to
hmm
Apple, making sure that you were
hmm
okay. Um, I
So kind,
noticed
so kind
that
of you.
what you say?
I said, it's so kind of you. It's so kind of you.
Just making sure that we still have a podcast. So I just so I noticed like around the surfing area, I guess there was like a Wet Willie's there. Did you ever go to that Wet Willie's?
They were no wet willies, not that I
Oh,
ever saw.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
like it might have used to be there because a lot of spots out there, like the sign's still up, the building's still there, it's closed,
mm.
or the sign's still up and the building's still there, but somebody else is operating a similar thing out of that building. That's not the same thing.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because we tried to go to like this one like burger place, and it was a restaurant there, but it wasn't the burger place.
Mm.
but they had burgers.
Um, so so like how long were you out in the water from 6:30 until what?
Nah. So it wasn't even 6:30. Like we only surfed like one time at like 6:30. But
Hmm.
usually we were surfing at like it depended on what time high tide was. So like when I first got there, high tide was probably at like I think like 1:30, 2 o'clock or something like that. So I was surfing at noon. But every day high tide moves out 45 minutes. So but by the last day, my surf lesson was at like 3:30.
Okay. And how long were these
Yeah.
lessons?
It'd be like a 2 hour lesson. But so day one was extra hard. Day two was super easy because I got the right I got like an actual beginning instructor. He was a lot more patient. He was helping me out. Like he'll see me like struggling to paddle, and he'll be like, "Hey, I got you. I'm gonna push you out there." And then like so, day two was hella good. Like stood up on like got on top of like a bunch of waves. Day three, I got seasick.
Oh, what?
Yeah, like seasick
Wait.
on the like I was sitting on the surf. I was sitting on the surfboard, and yo, I was like, I feel like I'm about to throw up. Like I feel queasy as a motherfucker. I tried to lay down on the board. I was like, nope, that's worse. I was like, I need to get and Jerry, I was like in the they call it the lineup where you like where the surfers just like hang out waiting for a wave. I was all the way out there in the lineup, and I was like, damn. I was like, I need to get back to shore because I'm about to be sick. And like I was like, if I try to paddle out there, it's gonna take me forever, and I'm not gonna be able to do that because I'm sick. Like I'm already like I can already feel it. I'm already up out here hiccuping like, and then
Yikes.
I was like, I'm not good enough to like catch a wave and just go by myself. And I don't know when, like, you got to be able to read the waves too. So I don't know when a good wave is coming to take me all the way back to shore. Um, so yeah, like my instructor helped me that day, but helped me that way. I caught a wave, only rode it like halfway back, so still had to like paddle halfway back. But like that day, my surf lesson was probably like 35 minutes at most.
Mm. And you said they're
But
usually
usually it
two
was like
hours.
usually 2 hours. Like every other day,
Okay.
I was out there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on what we had next. Because like there was also like it wasn't just like you in the ocean on the board trying to surf. They also had like fitness classes. They had video review. And by fitness classes, I mean like strength and balance. So you'll be inside, like standing on like a wooden surfboard with like a curved bottom, so you can like practice balancing, practice like getting up. You know what I'm saying? So it would like mimic like the ocean, so you can practice your techniques and stuff.
Mm.
So it
Okay.
was like a serious like intense camp. Like if you went to a camp for like anything, like if you went to a soccer camp, like it's you might not be playing soccer all day, but you doing soccer shit all day.
So when those wait. Okay, so you were on the water for 2 hours, and then you were having those like indoor lessons, and how long would those last?
Those might only be like 30 minutes. Like if you have an
Okay.
indoor session, like a class or like they had like video review. And video review, I missed one of them, but the one I went to, it was fun because like if it's like a 30-minute video review session, you're in there with other folks who are also surfing at the same time you were. Um, and like the first like 10, 15 minutes of it is just like watching folks fall and you just laughing at people falling. Like this one lady we was watching it, we was doing it that was in my video review, like she fell straight onto her surfboard. That shit looked like it hurt.
Mm.
I was like, ooh, because them boards they not soft. Them shit's hard, like fiberglass.
So after video review, after surfing, what did you do
I would
for
just
like
hang out.
nightlife
I would
stuff?
just hang out. I would like smoke weed because I brought some weed with me from Cali, and yo,
How?
like don't worry about all that. Now you got too much dip on your chip, bruh. Like for the podcast, this is just a story. Like I didn't really take weed with me, overseas on an airplane.
Oh,
But you know what
okay.
I'm saying? But yeah, so like I would just like hang out. We would go to like bars because there's like plenty of bars out there. Um, I would go to dinner with like some of the folks I met. One night, like they had a reggae night, so I went to like the reggae club. That shit was lit, and I got these locks, so folks were thinking I was Jamaican. Shit, I was out there speaking patois.
No, you
Call me a
weren't.
Jamaican.
Please, please don't
call
even.
call me a Jamaican.
Um, cool. How was the food at the camp?
It was pretty straight. It wasn't like knock your socks off. Like I gotta come back here. But it was pretty good. But we did go to this restaurant called Patagonia, and they had some good ass food. They had like good ass steaks, good ass cuts of like fish and seafood and stuff. Like the one dude I was there with had got like a tomahawk steak, and it was like one of them shits like the big ass bone in it, and you pick it up, it looked like an axe. But at the end of it, he was trying to get that shit away, but he had got it like medium rare. He had got it like rare, and I was like, bro, I can't eat. I was like, give me an end piece, and I'm gonna call it a day because I'm not eating that piece of cow that's still moving.
Yeah, tomahawk steaks are very, very, very
Mm-hmm.
good, and they're huge. They are
Huge.
huge hunks of meat.
That's like a two can eat right there.
Yeah. Also, you just celebrated a birthday. So how was your birthday?
My birthday was dope, man. My birthday was dope. We've actually had a podcast recording since my birthday, but uh, so one of my friends and my girlfriend, they be playing like some stuff for me for the weekend before my birthday, that Friday. So we went out to dinner, we went out to a club, and some friends met us out there. It was pretty dope. So, I just had a good time. I love like being able to go out and not having to pay for shit. That's like a birthday gift in and of itself. Um, and then like my girl actually planned some shit for me, like just her, on Tuesday, my actual birthday. We went out to Fogo de Chao. We went to the mall first and just like was looking around for some shit, and I couldn't find nothing I really wanted. And then we went to Fogo de Chao, and well, I love Fogo de Chao. That was
Oh, you
good.
do for real?
Mm-hmm.
Have you
They
been to
they
one
uh
in
they they
Atlanta?
they house the house sirloin they have, the picanha,
Mm.
delicious. And the lamb,
Oh yeah, the
boy,
lamb is
the
good.
the and we had got in there so late, they was like starting to wrap shit up. So like the waitress came over, was like, "Oh, do you want anything else before you go?" And I was like, "Yeah, I done barely had anything. Give me some more of that house sirloin. Give me some of them lamb chops, and so give me some of that filet mignon." And then they was like cooking filet mignon and lamb chops just for me, like bringing it out, and it was like, "Yo, you can really have all this because it's just for you." And I was like, "Come on with it, come
Have
on
you
with it."
had the lamb with the mint jelly?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
That's
see
that
you.
for?
Yeah, that's how go. You gotta request it special.
Oh, I gotta request the mint jelly.
Yeah, you gotta request the
Uh,
mint jelly the next time you go.
Maybe I'll try that. Yeah, yeah. That sounds like I like to try sauces and whatnots. I'll fuck with it. But
Um,
yeah, man, I've just been having a good time. This November, it definitely ups and downs. Like it started out kind of shaky, but it definitely tightened up. Like by the end of it, it was a great month.
um,
I think
what
the
the
best part of the trip.
Marcus?
Sorry,
Wait, what you
go ahead.
say?
I was like, I think the best part of the trip is just like how much alone time I had and just being able to
Okay.
be by myself and like keep my own schedule, do whatever the fuck I want to do. And like I think I just haven't been making as much time for myself to be with myself, to connect with myself. You know what I'm saying, brother? That inner peace.
So is that gonna change?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna start making more time for myself. I'm gonna start getting back in the gym because like I think like that was a really good way for me to start my mornings because I would like go to the gym in the morning and that would be like some time I had to just like chill with myself and not think about nothing and it's like just focus on like whatever I want to accomplish that day or whatever I'm trying to sort out. Because like the gym for me is like sort of meditative. Like the physical part is automatic at this point, and I just need to like, and so I can like zone out and just think about other stuff.
So what the Marcus has neglected to talk about is uh the people in BGE land did get him a birthday gift. You want to tell them about the birthday gift they got you?
Oh, and I've been playing that motherfucker since I got back.
What
Yo,
was it?
I got Jared got me he gave me the money or a gift card so that I could buy Baldur's Gate 3. And I've been playing it, and it's pretty dope. And it's very much like D&D, like everything that you've already said the first time we talked about it. But I like it. I enjoy it. I would have, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm glad I have it now. And I was and you know, if it when it was whenever it became free, I would have enjoyed it just as much. I'm playing the solo though, so I'm not like online where other folks can like join my game.
Mhm.
Is it is it a console multiplayer? Like if I hook up another controller, can somebody play with me?
Yeah, they do a split screen.
Shut the front door.
Hmm.
I might fuck with that.
Yeah, so your girlfriend can roll her up a character right quick and join in your on your
We
game.
we already play a video game together. Have you ever heard of a video game called Haven?
Called what?
Haven?
Haven? No, I have not heard
Yeah,
of that.
Haven. So it's about it's a I think I'm pretty sure it is a video game made for couples to play together because the it's about this couple that's like stranded on this like planet or whatever, and they're trying to like survive. They're trying to fix their spaceship so they can like continue on their journey. And you go around the planet like cleaning up this like rust stuff or collecting this rust stuff so you can make parts for your ship. And like sorting shit out in y'all relationship. So it seems where like they be like getting into like tough conversations about like why they left their families and why they on this journey in the first place. They be crying, they be holding each other, cooking each other food and stuff like that, celebrating each other birthdays. It's real cute.
Sounds too cute for me. But back to Baldur's Gate 3, tell us a little bit about your character.
mm, I am playing a tiefling bard. Um, and what background did I give him? I think I gave him like the merchant background. So like, cause I really want them to be good at like speechcraft and like persuasion. So I want they got high persuasion, high performance. They got a high acrobatics and dex or whatever. And of course like high charisma because it's a bard. But yeah, I mean, what else would you want to know? Because like I just made it. I've only played the game like once or twice.
Okay. So you play it for like how many? So the ship crashed,
Mm-hmm.
and did you get um what's the cleric? I forgot her name.
Yeah, yeah. The
Okay.
one that was like trapped in the pod.
Yeah, so you got her in your
Yeah.
party. Did you get
Shadowheart.
Asterion?
Yeah, I got her. Huh?
Did you get Asterion?
Esperion.
Asterion.
Asterion.
So
Is that the Get Yankee lady?
no, no.
Okay.
So you got Lizelle in your party.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You got Shadowheart in your party. You did not get Asterion. Asterion's on the other side of the ship. So if you go to the ship where it crashed, then go around it to the other side, you'll find him
Mm.
just standing there. Okay.
I don't think is this before you meet the devil on the ship fighting the tentacle man, or is it after that?
After that.
Okay, I just got to that part. Like I just the ship just crashed. I just got off the ship, and then I put the game and I fell asleep.
But you played it twice?
I played it. Yeah, I think I played it twice because it took me 2 times to get off the ship.
Did you
Like I don't.
die?
No, I didn't die. It just takes me. It just like I didn't have like a lot of time to be playing the game.
Okay.
Mm.
So you just fought. Okay. So
Yeah,
so so you're still not point zero
like
zero zero 0.0001% of the game.
yo, Jared. Like as fast as you got through this game in like a week,
No,
less
I
than.
didn't. I was talking about that game for months.
Okay, you got through this game, but you were like, I remember you were like 40% done after 1 week or some shit like that.
Mm-mm.
Jared, like my point is, you finished this game hella fast. That's not gonna be me.
But I don't
I'm,
sleep, so
I'm gonna be playing this game until the end of next year. So if y'all want to hear how my story end, like tune in December of 2024 to BGE, and I'll let you know how it ends.
no, can we get regular updates?
You gonna get regular updates, hell yeah. But like if you want the ending, that's when the ending's gonna come. So I'm gonna be updating y'all every month for a long time.
I still haven't completed those final two missions. And I figured out why. Um, I haven't completed them because there's this companion whose heart needs to be fixed, and I accidentally killed the guy who can fix her heart because he was
Wow.
ambushed. Um, and I didn't know it until I got to Act 3 and I was looking for him. So, and I don't want to continue doing this story if she's not going to be there with me. Because she is connected to another character who is like my husband in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's like the only other black person, and you'll meet him soon. And yeah, he's like my husband in the game, and he's connected to him. So I don't know. I just don't want to complete the story anymore. So I think I'm gonna just start it over
You're just gonna
all over
abandon
again.
it. You're just gonna abandon them in the middle of their lives and leave them unfulfilled.
Yeah, right at the end. Because I'm just two missions away.
This
So
is still your first playthrough that you're doing like
yeah,
this?
yeah.
Jared, go ahead and finish the first playthrough, bro. It's the first playthrough. It can end up any kind of way. That's the point.
All right. Well, what I've been doing is I've been playing Skyrim again.
Mm,
Skyrim, I've been playing it on the PC because you can cheat there, and I didn't want to
Jesus,
just go
Jared.
through all the stuff and have to level up all over again. I just wanted to cheat and get all the stuff that way. So I am playing Skyrim again, and I'm really focusing on the DLC that I never got to do, and a lot of these extra side missions. So I am doing that again. And lately, um. I have been watching a lot of Holocaust movies. I don't know what
Oh my
mood I'm in.
God.
Yeah, I don't know what mood I'm in, but I've been going back and rewatching a lot of Holocaust movies. I think I want to feel sad, but
Hmm.
I'm not sure.
Why don't you watch slave movies then?
Slave, slave movies are not saying, God, this is going to be controversial. Not saying that slave movies just hit too close to home for me. Like slave movies are too,
But they'll make you sad. You said you
yeah,
want to be sad. You're gonna be sad. You're gonna be sad as fuck watching a slave movie.
yeah, yeah. I could watch Amistad again, but I don't know. I just don't want because like slave movies are always like, okay, I'm done with that movie. I'm not gonna watch that movie again. I've seen Amistad
Mm-hmm.
once. I've seen the Django once. I've
Mm.
seen all of these other slavery movies. Anyways, let me put y'all on to a comic that really, really shocked me this past week. It is called X-Men Blue. I'm not sure if y'all heard about it. Marvel's been talking about it a lot. All the fandom's been talking about it a lot. The Marcus, I know we talked about it
Mm-hmm.
briefly, but did you read it?
Not yet. I go to the comic book store next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
goodness.
I don't go every Wednesday. I go every other Wednesday. And so I would have went last week, but I was in Costa Rica.
So he's got 3 weeks of comics books for you?
And if I don't go, if I don't go next Wednesday, they're gonna start emailing me and be like, "Hey, we got your pull list. Where you at?" Yo, let me tell you about my comic book store real quick. They so fucking petty because they say, "Oh, if you don't pick up your pull list every 4 weeks, we'll start emailing you." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So I'm thinking, and I didn't think nothing of it. So they emailed me a few weeks ago. It was like, "Oh, you need to come pick up your pull list. It's been 5 weeks." Like there's like, oh, your comics are waiting for you, and I'm like, and I went because I'm thinking it's urgent. I'm thinking like, oh, I got like 5 books or something like that. It was one comic, and I was like, you ain't got to email me for one fucking comic. Like, you ain't losing that much money on this shit if I don't come.
So so you don't pay for them in advance. You pay for them
Mm-hmm.
post
Mm-hmm.
when you
Oh, you
pick
pay for
them
yours
up.
in advance, or
I
have you
get them
never
on
had a
the
pull list?
I mean I have a subscription, so
You've never had a pull list, is what you're
no.
saying.
I did
Oh,
have a pull list when I was working at Hampton.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. My pull list was expensive.
When I was living in Atlanta, my pull list was expensive. I was spending like shit $50, $100 a week.
Yeah, same. Same. Um
Those were the
So
days.
so yeah, let's X-Men Blue. A lot of big revelations between Mystique, Nightcrawler, Destiny, and Azazel happened in X-Men Blue. I'm not gonna spoil it for DeMarcus. I know that the big thing that was already spoiled was that Mystique impregnated Destiny to have Nightcrawler. And that was because Mystique is not capable of having children.
But she can get somebody pregnant though.
Yeah, she can get somebody pregnant. The In another big revelation, and I'm sorry, I just had to talk about this. So spoiler alert, DeMarcus. I'm sorry.
You ain't gonna
Um,
spoil nothing for me. I'm gonna still read it.
Another big revelation is that everybody thinks that Mystique is a shape shifter, but in reality, Mystique is a gene shaper. So her powers transcends just the changing of her skin to mimic something. The fact that she can change the iris and change her fingernails and change her blood type every time she changes into somebody makes her into a gene shaper. And according to Orcus, which is the mutant hating group that studies all the mutants, um, the only reason that Mystique isn't a Omega level mutant is because Mystique cannot also copy the powers of other
Mm.
mutants. But if she could copy their powers, um,
Oh, she would be
then
way too fucking powerful if she could
yeah,
copy the fucking powers.
yeah, she would be an Omega level mutant at that point. So
Cause that's crazy. I was just about to ask that question. Like, can she copy powers? Because she can like copy their basically copying their genes.
yeah,
But I guess she can't copy their X gene.
no, no. But yeah, so X-Men Blue, you gotta read it again, again, again. This is all because of guess who? Guess who was in her mind? Guess who messed her up? Guess who sent her down this path where she is
Oh,
where she is in the middle of Central Park calling for her child that she thinks she killed? Who who did it? Who did it? Not
who
gonna
who
spoil it
who
for you, but I
has her?
guess you
Who got
already
her
know.
out there facing her demons and getting right with her life and herself?
Well,
Who's
that was
putting her on the
Nightcrawler.
path of righteousness?
That was Nightcrawler. That was Kurt. But who started her on this mess? Who who this guy's the worst.
Who started her on this path of healing? Because everybody think healing, everybody expect healing to be an uphill battle. Everybody expect healing to be all beautiful and it's just, I'm gonna bloom like a flower. No, sometimes that the bad shit on you gotta die for you to start healing, and sometimes it's ugly, and you gotta trudge through the mud, and you don't just get to become no flower right off the bat. Your ass is a worm for a while.
You being the devil's advocate is gonna really make you into the devil. I just want to
It's gonna make me into an advocate or a devil.
the devil.
I'm not a devil's advocate. I think I'm like just saying things from a different perspective. Because I'm not saying that he's right or wrong for
And
whatever
he's wrong.
I'm not saying he's right or wrong for whatever he did. I'm just saying that everything ain't always what it seemed to be.
Mm.
And who are we to cast judgment?
Once you read the book, um, like everything I hear about him, every time he comes on this on the page, it's like a new level of hate. Since March, since we recorded that episode, every time he's been on the page, I've hated him more. I've hated him more. Like this is the year Professor X hates. This whole entire year. And I'm not disappointed and I'm not surprised. It's just more and more hate for him. But anyway, are you ready for the show?
Yeah, we can start the show.
All right. Well,
Oh,
we'll be
I want to put the people on to something before we start. I want to put the people on to something. I watched so fun fact about me, when I'm on
Uh-oh.
vacation, I will not watch my regular anime. So whatever anime I decide that season are gonna be like my main joints, I won't watch them while I'm like not at home because I want to watch them shits at home on my big screen TV, like with complete focus.
See,
So like
65 inches.
65 inches, yes, sir. So like Jujutsu Kaisen, Frieren, One Piece, Shangri-La Frontier. I didn't watch none of that while I was on vacation. Came back to hella episodes of those. But what I did watch while I was on vacation, and I'm looking for the title of it right now, and I think it's called like 100 Girlfriends or something like that. Um, almost there. Da, 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 da. Hold on. The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really, Really. Uh, the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You. This is the cutest show, y'all. This is the cutest anime because this guy, like when you hear the title, when I heard the title, I saw this anime come out a while ago, and I was like, I'm not watching that because it sounds like a basic ass harem anime, and I'm not trying to see it. And it is a little bit. Um, but it's about this kid who's been cursed or blessed by the love god. Is in a way where he doesn't have one soulmate. So the god of love is supposed to, or the god of love and chance or whatever it's called, is supposed to give you. His job is to give everybody one soulmate, and so all he has to do is write one on your soul paper when he gets it. But when it came to this guy, he wrote 100 instead of one. So now this man has 100 soulmates, and for some reason, in the world that he lives in, if you don't end up with your soulmate, your life just goes to shit, and you eventually die. They don't say whether you die of old age or whether you die like of a like freak accident at some point, but your life doesn't go well and everything you do crumbles. So he's trying to be like, okay, I got to save these girls' lives, and I gotta date all of them. I got up to like girlfriend number, I want to say four. I think he had four girlfriends because he gets two and I think the first and second episode, and then he might get another one he gets another one every other episode.
So he gets 100 girls, but the girls only get one boy.
I don't know what their relationship dynamics are. They haven't gotten that deep. You know, at some in episode 99, they could be like, okay, here's how we're gonna do this. You know, all of y'all are with me, and y'all can also have anyone else, because I know I can't make time for all 100 of you at the same time. But who knows? I don't know if Japanese people think like that.
Okay. Yeah, this doesn't sound like a Jardy show. Sounds
It's
extremely
real,
cute.
Jerry. It's real cute. Like I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be kind of like kind of like scammy or skeezy. I was like, this. I'm not. I was like, I'm not gonna like this that much. It's really cute, Jared, because he be doing his best to like help to like be with all these women and to like make them all feel special. I think in like the second or third episode, they're like trying to figure out who's going to be his first kiss. And so to keep the girls from fighting about it, he does like this elaborate game where it's like, all right, we all gonna be blindfolded and we all gonna have on headphones. And like I'm gonna roll some dice and then I'm gonna figure out which girl to walk to blind because he's also blindfolded. And I'm gonna walk up to a girl and I'm gonna kiss her. And then we do it all again, and then I walk up to the other girl and kiss her. So no one knows who is my first. We just and this they try that shit like a few times, and it's just like it's a mess because you blindfolded. How you gonna see where to walk? All that shit. They end up just doing like a three-way kiss, and it's real cute.
All right.
He tries to give he first at first he tries to give the kiss to like they got this like weird ass teacher. Like if she catches you running in the hallway, she'll like hawk your ass down and like pin you down and kiss you. And she's like an old lady. So he tried to do that. He was like running in the hallway trying to do that. But the girls were like, no, we rather you get a kiss to the other girl instead of um like giving it to this old lady who don't nobody like. It's real cute, Jerry. It warms my heart.
So there's pedophilia in this show as well.
Oh yeah, cause that old lady, she be kissing them high schoolers. That old lady be kissing them high schoolers, bro.
Yeah,
And she be
definitely
kissing them
not.
with tongue too. Like, and they show her. There was one scene where her tongue is like going down this boy's throat. It's yeah, she ain't playing.
Definitely not gonna watch that. But Glad you're having fun. Kingdom of Ruin, it's a great show. Still.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um
Now we can start the episode.
that's my show right there. That is my show. But okay, let's go ahead and start this episode of Black Geek Energy. Therapy did not work for me, and let me tell y'all about it. So I had to attend therapy through my old job, and it was horrible. I had this Russian intern who was my therapist, and she was not relatable at all. Then we both had a language barrier that we had to go through every time we talked. Also, she made me come to our therapy sessions at 4 p.m. on Fridays. And you know I had to drive through downtown Atlanta traffic while it was in its peak. Now, I have said on this podcast that I'm not going to therapy again, and that I just need people to tell me what their therapist says to them so I can use their advice on myself. But you know what? I may have to rethink that. Y'all, BetterHelp is an online counseling service that allows you to connect to a licensed therapist from the comfort of your own home, or boat, or cruise ship, car, or wherever you may be. The best part is you can switch therapists at any time, and you have full access to virtual sessions through text, phone, and video conferencing. No matter what you're going through, BetterHelp has a professional who can help. And because you're a listener to Black Geek Energy, you can get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/BGEpod. That's betterhelp.com/BGEpod for 10% off your first month. So go ahead, take care of your mental health today. Check out BetterHelp, and let's get back to the show. And we're back to Black Geek Energy. You
And
know,
we back. And we back.
this is one of my favorite parts of the show where we just talk. We talk about anything. And in the past, we kind of went around round table. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. But there really is no set agenda to a let's talk episode. We just talk about anything that's on
Mm-hmm.
our mind. So, one thing that I want to talk about is Beyonce because, and what was that for? Because he just sighed all dramatically, and I'm wondering
I
what was that for.
I'm exasperated. I I'm not a I'm not a Beyonce fan. You know I'm not like in
And
the
that's
beat.
fine, but why can't I be?
You can. You absolutely
Okay,
can.
okay, and I
You
will
absolutely
be
can.
on this
You,
show.
you know when we let's talk, I still be thinking it's gonna be like geek adjacent at least. But I guess we can. I guess you can be a Beyonce geek. So let's go. Let's talk about.
You guess I can be a Beyonce geek.
Let's talk about Queen Bey.
I want to talk about Beyonce. This is probably
Whew.
the year that my respect for Beyonce has gone beyond X level, has gone beyond God tier. I have so much respect for the Queen Bee after this whole Renaissance era that's not even finished yet, because let's not forget, we still don't have visuals for these musical numbers. But let's just talk about how much time, energy, and patience goes into everything that Beyonce does. And people try to pit her against Taylor Swift during the whole tour. People have tried to say, well, Beyonce didn't say anything about this
Ain't
thing.
Taylor Swift like her biggest rival? Ain't they like two of the biggest women in music? I guess.
I mean, they're big in music, but they're not
Mhm.
rivals. Like,
Gotcha.
yeah. I mean, people try to put them together for like Twitter things, but they're not
Mhm.
like, it's nothing like that. People
Mm.
tried to say, Beyonce, you should be saying something against this war in Palestine, and try to make her a bad person because she's not voicing
But
an
you know,
op.
go ahead. Sorry,
No, you can go ahead.
Beyonce don't never say nothing because I don't even think I heard her speak out when it was like this stuff was going on with black folks back in 2020. I don't remember her saying nothing about that, but she did come out with the whole like black is beautiful thing, which is kind of like adjacent. She ain't
Well,
directly say nothing. She's not political. She's not political.
yeah, and the whole Black is King thing was with her soundtrack with The Lion King. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so that was why that happened. I really
Yeah, Beyonce's
don't
not political. Don't look for her for that.
I really don't appreciate the world trying to bring Beyonce down at every step of her life. It's like she constantly has to fight off this negativity. One of the biggest tear jerkers from the movie Renaissance was when, Blue Ivy came on stage with Beyonce, right?
Yeah. I remember that. I seen the clips.
So Beyonce said in the movie that one of Blue Ivy's friends was on social media and she saw some of the comments that people were making about Blue. Some of these comments were being made by grown adults talking about an 11-year-old. But those comments made Blue Ivy want to work harder. Beyonce said that Blue
But they
was
were
on
talking shit
social.
about her ass, right? Because I remember seeing. I want to give it some color, give it some context. I remember seeing Blue Ivy's first performance on the tour. Some of the clips from it, and she wasn't good.
For an
Like she
11
was.
year old? What
Hold
are you
on,
talking about? She
hold
wasn't
on,
good.
hold
What
on,
are you talking about? She
hold
wasn't
on,
good.
hold on, bro, hold on. Because we've been in the band all our lives. We've seen 11-year-old majorettes. We've seen 11-year-old dancers. We watch what's the dancing divas or something like that. What's that show called? And they be killing it. My little sister, one of my little sisters was like a cheerleader all her life and would go to like cheer competitions and stuff and be like be precision. So we not finna sit here and talk like 11-year-olds can't do it because they do it every day.
No, 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 no. I didn't say that. But what I'm
Mhm.
saying is, just like how you said she was a cheerleader all her life, the Dancing Dolls TV show where they are in a studio practicing every day for 8 hours. See, stuff like that does not compare to somebody just getting on stage for her first time on a multinational stage in another country on an arena in front of 5 or 50,000 people or more. No, it doesn't
Wasn't
compare. Plus,
wasn't
those people have cell phones so that you're going to be on every blog, Instagram, and live
yeah,
that there is.
I
So it
agree.
doesn't
It
compare
was a
to
huge
the type
platform.
of.
It was a huge stage. And I agree. I agree. It was a huge stage. And that was a huge platform for her to make her debut on.
But
A,
Beyonce said
I don't hold
that.
on before you get to that. Hold on. I feel no sympathy for her because she chose that. And then not only did she choose it, she argued for it. Because I heard that Beyonce was like, nah, you ain't ready. And she was like, nah, mama, I want to do it. She was like, I'm gonna cut this part. And she was like, nah, mama, let me do it. And Beyonce was like, you ain't ready. And she was like, yes, I am, mama. Don't tell me what no, And so wasn't and also you say, oh, they these 11-year-olds are like practicing all their lives. Wasn't Blue Ivy practicing?
No, she wasn't. She
Wasn't she?
practiced for that show, and she practiced for that show to go on that time. She started that practicing while the tour had already commenced. So the tours commenced. They know it. She said, "Okay, let me jump in on the choreography." Then she said, "Mama, let me go on stage." But for you to
My
say
thing
that you're not going
is,
to have any sympathy for an 11-year-old
my
who
my
doesn't
thing
fully
is,
grasp the weight of what she's doing with the world and how the world's going to react to her is really weird coming from somebody who is over 30.
I do have sympathy for that part. For her
Mm-hmm.
not, she didn't really grasp. she didn't really grasp, she didn't really understand what she was asking for, and she didn't know what she was about to get.
True. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I put that on the parents. Beyonce and Jay-Z should have been like, yo, we said no, and that's the end of it. If they didn't feel like she was ready. She just jumped on, like, and the other part of me is because like I've been a performer for a lot of my life. It's like the performance is coming. And once you in the show, you in the show. So you need to make sure you ready. Like you should like she's up here lackadaisically performing and stuff like at practices, chilling and whatnot on her phone half the time. I don't know. I'm making shit up. I don't know if that's how she was doing it. She could have been serious at these practices. But if the folks say you ain't ready, you're not ready. And it shouldn't be no back and forth about it. And
DeMarcus,
if
as a
you're not taking it
performer,
seriously, you shouldn't go on stage.
DeMarcus, as a performer, you know what it's like to practice for the whole entire months of the summer. Then when you get out there, it's
Mm-hmm.
something completely different. One thing goes wrong at that performance, which stuff did go wrong on
Yeah,
Beyonce's
but it never
part.
went wrong with me.
With oh my God, stuff went wrong with Beyonce's part, and then that made her get flustered. Or I don't know her mind. They didn't talk about it in the movie when Beyonce messed up, but
Mm-hmm.
she probably got flustered. She probably didn't know what to do, but she's already out there and she continued. So, but let's talk about how after all this happened, after she was seeing all this stuff on social media, well, she didn't see it, but her friend did. She said
Mm-hmm.
that now I have to do it. And I have to do it every
Yeah.
time.
Now I gotta
And
kill it.
yeah,
And I
and
like that about him.
she said that, I'm not gonna, you know, she's I'm not gonna have it right this second time, this third time, this fourth time on Europe, but by this last show, it's gonna be the best because she got better each and every time. And if you watch the clips, she
She
did get
did.
better each and every time, but
And
she did
I
great her
thought I would
first
see the
time.
clips.
She did great her
Yeah.
first time. Um, but yeah, this Renaissance movie was a tear jerker. It was a get out your seat. At every moment, the way they talked about Uncle Johnny, the way they talked about having a safe space for all, and um, it was some things that happened on tour that you didn't think would make the movie, like when the audio cut out and she came back out in a new costume. So there were a lot of moments that were in this movie that were amazing. That were amazing. She's an amazing person. She's a wonderful person. I personally think that she need to sit down somewhere and rest and raise her children, but Beyonce's not going to do that because she's Beyonce. She's Beyonce, and Beyonce's the best. And I say all this because I made my list for the next show, the Jardo Awards, and nominations were already in um, before I saw this movie. And because they were already in, even though it's my most listened to song on Spotify, my most listened to album, um, it's not a new album for 2023. So Renaissance is not on there. But Renaissance is my movie of the year. Renaissance is my album of the year. Beyonce is my performer of the year forever, for life. Amen.
Too.
Yeah, I'm finished. I
You
just
feel
had to say
satisfied.
that because people are on the internet talking talking stuff about Beyonce like she's not there. Like there are critics for Vulture who are saying stuff about Beyonce, not about stuff that she does or stuff that she is or stuff that she or her performances or stuff that they can actually criticize, but they are actually making stuff up for to be able to have something to click on so that people will go to their sites where the article is behind a paywall. So people are doing stuff like that on the internet and it's not even right, it's not even good, it's not even funny. And
This sounds like
I'm
personal
tired
experience.
of
Did you
them
click on something?
always.
Did you
Hmm?
click on something and then it was articles behind the paywall? This sounds personal.
How does it sound personal? Because I know how to get past paywalls.
Okay.
It's not personal to me. It's
Okay.
personal to Vulture and
Mm.
their and their sites. Like Like,
Vulture ain't complaining.
no, they're not complaining. They're trying to trick people into going on their site. So I just said all that to say
Mm,
Beyonce's the greatest and the queen, and she's a god level person to me. So yeah,
mm.
yeah.
Okay.
And again, Demarcus, why don't you I don't even want to get into this, but why aren't you a fan of Beyonce?
I just don't think she makes music for me. I don't think I'm her target audience. That's all it is. And it's not. I really don't have no Beyonce hate. I think I just get annoyed at Beyonce. A lot of Beyonce fans, not a lot, a few select Beyonce fans because they're just so incessant. They're so like they're just so much, and it's like, yo, this lady's a regular lady. She's a performer like anybody else, and y'all hold her up like a god. And I'm not a fan. Not a fan of that.
So
Same, but I feel the same way about the Swifties, about the Drake folks who do Drake like that. Hold on.
all right. Okay, so what do you want to talk about?
What do I want to talk about? I'm just now starting to watch Spy Family. Did you watch Spy Family?
I watched I think the first 5 episodes of Spy Family, but again, it's not a Jardo. It's not a Jardo show. I'm supposed to like it because
It's
it's a
another one of those
spy.
ones that's like real cute.
Exactly. It's like real cute. It's a spy and it's an assassin and it's a girl who has telepathy. It's supposed to be a Jerry show. And then you watch it,
And
it's
the
like
dog who
cute
can see the
hearts.
future.
Exactly. Exactly. So
But
no,
you hardly see. Go ahead.
I mean it's just not a Jared show. I need there to be more fighting, more killing, more something else
Mm-hmm.
besides what they're doing on the show, which is making love to each other and being lame.
They do not be making love. They ain't even kissed yet. Well, at least where I'm at in the show, they haven't kissed yet.
Yeah. But they
But
liked each other or they liked each other on the part that
I
I
don't think
stopped at.
where I'm at in the show, they cool with each other. They're like and they are dutiful. They are dutiful. Because the girl be like, oh, like I'm trying to be a good wife and a good mother to this girl. And and your boy Lloyd is cool. I fuck with him.
So how far did you get on it? Because I got to the
I'm still watching it. I'm on like episode 17, 18.
oh, okay. So you're farther than me because I got to the school where they first got to the school, and I think one episode after that, and then
Mm-hmm.
I stopped because it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Um, so is she still in school? Is
Yeah, she's still in the school, man. She just where I'm at, she just done passed her midterms, like barely. Like this
Mhm.
girl dumb, man.
Yeah, that
Like,
was another thing. She was really,
and I'm like, and I'm so mad about it. And she's like, oh, like I keep messing up. Like I'm reading the wrong people's mind. It's like, yo, you can read minds. Stop bullshitting and do what you need to do.
yeah, yeah. She
um,
she wasn't
yeah,
the brightest in
but
the room
she's not, man. She's
when I
not.
was
And
watching.
like I really like Lloyd, Twilight. I like his storyline. I'm always trying to see what he doing. They don't really give a lot of attention to the mother. Like you'll get some episodes that's like centered around her, but it's mostly Lloyd and Anya, like what they doing.
Mm, okay.
But I do
Okay.
like about it. But I mean, what I didn't expect is that you don't really see because what I expected when I heard about the show Spy Family, I didn't really do a lot of research into it. But what I thought it was going to be is I thought it was going to be a show about like a family of spies. Like everybody is like a different kind of specialist spy. Like maybe one's like the dad's the master of disguise, the mom's an assassin. Like one of the kids is um a master interrogator, and another kid is like a master of diplomacy or something like that, or master of espionage or something.
I mean,
So,
that's what it says in the title. They're supposed to be a family of spies.
but they're
That's
not.
what it
They're
says.
not. It's a bunch of random folks that done got pulled together for random reasons. Only
Yeah.
one person is a spy. And
Yeah.
then they like them could try to keep everything a secret from each other. It's like, okay, that's I think that just makes the show more arduous for me. It's just like, bro, like just like you being an assassin and you being a spy, y'all can be real with each other. It's like, here's what I do for a living and can have a great relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, and yeah,
Yeah.
but it's definitely like some vibes there, like some romantic undertones between them two. And I feel like once I get far enough into the show, they're gonna like all that's gonna come out and the dude gonna be like, oh, I actually do love you. And she's gonna be like, oh, I love you too. I'm a
Yeah.
spy. I kill people for a living. And you're gonna be like, I can read minds.
Yeah. Oh, also, they still don't know about each other's
They
real
don't know
job.
about nothing. They don't know about nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not, I mean, it's just not cool to me. Like, I mean, like, how are you gonna be a productive family when y'all don't know about each other? Like, just be real with yourself. But anyways, I don't. That just wasn't a show for Jared and people who are like me. Not for Jared's. Have you been watching Squid Games?
I have not. Because I thought it was gonna be like the new season of Squid Game, but it's like the Squid Game challenge for like real people. And I'm like, I'm not trying to watch it. But I have heard that motherfuckers is actually like getting hurt in that bitch.
Yeah.
Like nerve damage, like permanent shit that they can't be undone.
I think that happened during the first thing. Of course, they didn't show that in the show
Mm-hmm.
because, Netflix is being sued by them in a class action
Mm,
lawsuit.
mm,
But they said that for the first show, it was red light, green light, like it did on the regular show. And they had to stand out there for 10 hours. It was below freezing out there.
mm,
All they had was a t-shirt and the track suits to wear. Um, and it was horrible. It was horrible for them. So yeah, they did not like to go through it. Oh, and then when they had to freeze, when the person looked at them, the head turned around, they had to like stand there for like 10 minutes or so.
mm,
So like I remember on the show it showed one person squatting, but only
mm.
showed her squatting for like, 30 seconds. But in reality, it was like 10 minutes of her in the squats. So yeah, it was pretty.
I feel like that's what makes it hard. Because if it was like, oh, you just got to be stuck there for like 10 seconds, 30 seconds, this is a regular game of red light, green light.
Mhm.
Like, why am I watching this show?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, because you stuck in a squat for 10 minutes. Now that's challenging,
Yeah.
especially if that's something you practice. Like, that's something to watch this for. Like, I think like it surprised me when I heard that folks was actually like suing because they got hurt in like real ways doing this. But I look at this the same way as like Ninja Warrior or Legends of the Hidden Temple or anything else like that, where it's like you going on this physical game show. Like part of it is like you might get hurt, and it might, and not like, oh, you gonna get a scratch. Like, nah, like you might break your fucking arm and it's never the same again.
I mean, the
That's why
game
people watch it.
show, the game show is based off of people literally dying
Right.
because they
Exactly.
lose. So yeah. So yeah, it's very but it's good though. I'm liking it now. They really are some heartless people. It started with 433 people, I think. From that first
Mhm.
game, like 260 something got eliminated. And now it's down to three. The new episodes come out tonight, and yeah, it's good though. It's really good. It's really good. I think
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
should
probably watch
watch
it
it.
late, like I do everything.
Yeah.
I'll get on
Yeah.
it late. Cause yeah, I mean, like I'm not really a game show kind of person. Like that's not really the kind of stuff I like to watch. For real. Like I did see Usher was on Ninja Warrior
Yeah, I saw that too.
or American Ninja Warrior. I saw it on Instagram. I didn't see his whole run, but like for the part that I did see, that man was doing pretty good. And Usher like what, almost 50 years old?
He's 40 something.
Yeah, almost 50 years old, like I said.
Um, are you still watching Married to Medicine?
Mm-mm. I haven't seen it in a minute. My girl watches Married to Medicine, and sometimes I'm in the room.
Why do you say it like that?
Like what?
Like, like, like the TV's on and I'm right there. So,
Because
I
that's
mean,
that's literally what it be. Because it's not like I'm watching this thing. Like I'm probably doing something else. I might be cooking or like doing some work, and I'm walking back and forth between the living room and whatever else I'm doing. So I'm not intent on this show. I'm just, you know,
Married to
I'll walk
Medicine.
in, I'll walk in, watch it for 30 seconds, be like, damn, that's crazy. Ask a question, then walk back out.
Married to Medicine is the best show on Bravo, and all they show is reality shows. Like, you gotta tune in to Married to Medicine. Oh my God. It's the best show on Bravo. Quad is my girl. Quad is my girl. But yeah, you just gotta go back and tune into Married to Medicine. DeMarcus, stop being like that. Golly. Such a you're like such a boy at times.
As opposed to when? As
I
opposed to
mean,
other times when I'm a what?
I mean, you're not like a macho boy because you don't like sports or nothing. So like, you're not like a real boy because you don't work
Wow.
outside or
So
like on cars.
real boys work outside
Yeah, watch
and like
sports.
sports.
Yeah,
Mm.
and drink beers.
So are you? I drink beer. Are you not a real boy?
No, I'm no, I'm gay, so I don't have to subscribe to those stereotypes of heteronormality. But you, I mean,
Neither do I.
you sure about that?
I don't have to subscribe to nothing. I can be me and let that be it.
Cool, cool. Just be you. Just
Just
be
be me.
you.
Because there's a lot of folks that fuck with me. I might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's shot of tequila.
All right. DeMarcus, where do you think your next vacation is gonna be?
My next vacation is in Jamaica in March. Actually, I'll be going to Tennessee before that, but the next time I'm going out of the country will be Jamaica in March.
So
Is
you
Jamaica
know,
another country?
yeah, Jamaica's another country.
Okay, bet. That's what I thought.
So you're going on two vacations before March. Is that what I'm
No,
hearing?
in March.
Oh, two
In
vacations in
March.
March.
No,
Okay.
no, 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 no. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
No, no, no,
So
no,
I
no, no,
guess
because
yes, yes,
you are not
yes,
uh
yes.
doing anything for these DeMarcus. The D stands for he got those money bags um allegations that are going around.
Yo, and she hit me up today and was like, "Yo, stop cosplaying a broke boy, a broke man." And I'm like, it's the other way around. It's like I'm broke and I be cosplaying like I got money.
Who hit you up?
You know who it was. You know exactly who it was.
No, you no, but you do need to. You do need to.
I'm broke.
Okay.
I'm broke, and I be paying these trips off uh for the rest of my life.
Wow.
My credit is ruined. It's shot.
I
I
know
can't
that's a lie.
I
I know
can't
that's a lie.
buy I cannot buy gum out the store on credit.
So, all right, that's a lie. So, where all have you been in 2023?
That's a tough question. I was thinking about this earlier. I gotta look at my calendar. 2023. How do I get to? There we go.
Don't know
No,
how to work email.
I don't. I don't know how to work none of this stuff, y'all. How the fuck do I get this shit to work now? All right, bet. All right, let's go back to January. Did I go anywhere in January? I was
Crazy.
around here. I was around here in Jan. Um, I know last Christmas I was in Cabo with my family, and that was pretty dope.
Okay.
Um, what's- okay, this is not. I'm trying. Oh, here we go. This is where I want to see it. Got it working now. Let me see. Oh, now I'm in the wrong spot. God.
You are like an old person on a phone.
I'm doing my best, man. I'm doing my best. Uh, can we get it to where I want it? All right, here we go.
Wow.
I've let's see. I don't think I've been there many places this year. I think I went to a lot of concerts this year. I didn't really, yeah, because I had somebody come visit me in
I mean, a concert
February.
ticket is it costs the same as a travel ticket.
Not at all, not even close.
Well, for concerts that matter.
I went to Dreamville in March. I do remember that. I went to
Okay,
the Dreamville
Dreamville.
Festival. That
Mm-hmm.
was in April actually. But yeah, that was dope. I went to that. Um, hmm, I don't remember that. I don't remember. That was a party. I went to Vegas to go see Usher. Oh shit! I think I went to some shit this year. I think I went to
Mm-hmm.
Vegas a couple of times this year, maybe. Um, nope. Then my sister came to visit me. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I went to Seattle in June, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
For yeah, I went to Seattle in June for my friend's graduations. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. See, I went to some weird place.
Some weird place.
Yeah, weird plays like theatrical play.
Oh, okay.
A weird play. Yeah. So yeah, mostly concerts this year.
Mhm.
Because I'm in May now and it ain't no more. I ain't got no more. I think that was it. Because I did Seattle, uh Vegas, and in Dreamville at the beginning of the year, and then I was chilling for the middle from like from like June to like probably like August, I guess. August or
Mhm.
September. Whenever I went to homecoming. That's October actually. Oh no, because in September I went to Atlanta for my
Mhm.
homegirl graduation. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I ain't really did no. I ain't the only big trip this year was Costa Rica. Other than that, it was just like little domestic stuff, real regular.
Little she boo boo domestic trips. They don't really
Like
mean much.
Vegas. Okay, it'll count. I guess we can count it if I go across the country because Vegas, Seattle, that's not that big a deal. But going to Atlanta and then going to Dreamville, that was in North Carolina, and then going to homecoming, those are big trips because that's across the country.
Okay. So, I just want to say that these money bag allegations are still in court. You're still pending trial. The evidence
I'm
brought
still
before
pending
us,
trial.
the evidence
I'm
brought
not.
before
I'm
us,
not Mr. Moneybags.
are for your big money bags, DeMarcus. So all we
But
want to
I'm
say
not.
is stop with this.
I'm not. I'm just a regular guy.
Now stop with this theory that you are trying to push, this propaganda that you're trying to push, that
I'm
you
a regular guy,
don't
just like
have any
anybody
money.
else.
Sure, sure,
I'm a regular guy. This year was all about being sober and being in therapy
sure.
for me.
I mean, we're all glad that you are having fun and that you're having a great 2023. So what do
It was
you
a good 2023. Jared, what have you been doing this year? Let's recap your year a little bit. Where have you been? What have you done?
My year. Let me pull up my
Mm-hmm.
calendar. See.
Go ahead, please do, sir.
No, my
Because if I
calendar
didn't
is
have that stuff on my calendar, I wouldn't remember that I went.
is it
Low key.
I mean, aren't those things cool, calendars? I mean, they really make the world go around. So what have I been doing? Um, Nothing much. This year started bad and it ended bad for me. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this year started bad and it ended bad for me. So yeah, I haven't gone on any trips. I usually go to Virginia for, their band camp. I couldn't make that one this year. I also couldn't make the Beyonce concert. So yeah, I haven't gone anywhere this year, but I did go on some great dinners with the dinner club. Me, Lauren Bromell, music by Napalm, and our other friend Martina, whose birthday is in an hour. So yeah. Are you gonna get her something for her birthday? Because that's what she was asking. Okay, okay, you're muted.
I was saying that's not in my plans.
Is
She
that
didn't
a
give me nothing for
nice
my
way to
birthday.
say no?
She didn't give me nothing for my birthday.
It's the thought that count. You didn't give me nothing for my birthday or for any Christmas, and I got you something for yours.
I'm gonna get you something for your next one.
No, I'm just saying that you need to give Martina something so she can maybe stop begging.
So she can stop what?
Begging.
So she begging.
I
Wow.
mean, I mean that's
Wow, Jared. Tell us how you really feel about your friend. About our little
that
sister
is. I mean, there's nothing wrong with you
with begging.
asking somebody for something.
Is she asking or she begging? Because that's two different things.
She's requesting
That's a
a
thick,
favor from
that's
me.
a real thick line between asking me for something and begging for something. Because I'll
She's
ask for help. I won't beg for it at all.
wow, wow. Um, Demarcus, let me ask you one question before we move to questions from the audience, everybody's favorite part.
Favorite part of the show.
Who are those flowers for?
What flowers? No, these are for my girlfriend. Because we ain't seen each other like 2 weeks, so trying to do a little something special, little razzle dazzle. Because I was out of town for a week, and then she was out of town when I got back. So
So you decided to give her basic behind flowers.
nah, I see what I did was I bought a few different bouquets, and I'm about to arrange these motherfuckers. You feel me? About to put
Uh,
these motherfuckers together so it look like one bouquet.
So you're a flower arranger. Have you done this before?
I've put flowers in a vase before, yeah.
Hmm. Okay. All right.
And I've seen
Uh,
it done plenty of times. So if if the Vietnamese man at the flower shop can arrange some flowers when I go up there, why can't I do it?
True. I mean, there's a YouTube about it, so anybody can do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Demarcus. So let's take another break. Let's come
Another
back with everybody's most favoriteest parts, the questions. All right, we are back. Remember, you can always ask us a question at blackgeekenergy@gmail.com, or you can send us in your question at blackgeekenergy on email and TikTok. Is that right? Yeah. Or
Mhm.
BGE underscore pod on Twitter. If you have a question, send it to us. Let us know what it is. It could be a question on anything that you want to. So, Demarcus, I do have one question that is in our geeky realm. Then I have a very different question that somebody asked us. So,
Mhm.
I'm going to do my geeky question first.
Mhm.
Um, let's see. So, geek culture often explores alternative realities and timelines. If you could visit an alternative version of yourself, what kind of life do you think your geeky counterpart would be living?
Um, my geeky counterpart, huh? I think I would hope I would hope he's living like a more badass version of my life. Like all the shit that I'm scared to do, or all the shit that I'm like, ooh, I want to do this, but I'm not ready yet. He's like just making the shit happen. He's like, boom, we here. Boom, we here. You know what I'm saying? And when I show up, I'm just like, oh, like all this shit is possible. And it just like invigorates me and inspires me to like get my shit together. You feel me?
Yeah.
Or if not that, I hope he's the evil version of me. He's like the evil twin, and it's just like, oh, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, and I
Mm.
just like fuck everybody over, and I make sure I get mine. I will also enjoy that.
So, me, I think that my geeky counterpart would not be a geek. I think he would be like a civil rights leader.
Wow,
Um,
that's deep.
uh, Yeah, I think he would be fighting for the people, whether it was the gays or the blacks, like a D-Ray. Wow, your butt got bigger.
Did you say the blacks?
Yeah, but how did your butt get bigger?
Yo, surfing, bro.
Okay, so I need to surf. All right, but yeah, I think that he would be a very geeky civil rights leader. You know, if he was geeky at all, I don't know if he would have time to delve into. Can you please sit down?
Jesus said, if your eyes cause you to sin, you should pluck them out.
I'm not sinning. I'm asking you to stop sinning. Like,
I'm
why are
not.
you bending over in front of me on
Ain't
this
nobody
cam?
bending over.
Like you are like showing hole on this
Shut the hell up.
on this webcam. Why,
David,
DeMarcus?
shut the hell up.
You the one that don't want to. Okay, thank you.
I
Golly.
hate you so much.
But yeah, I really think that
Nigga said showing home.
my geeky counterpart would be like a civil rights leader. So he would probably be dead because the FBI in America doesn't really like civil rights leaders. So
Yeah.
you know,
Then the anniversary of Fred Hampton death shit was today, yesterday.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Fred Hampton, that's a sad story.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Demarcus, let me ask you this second question. Now, us in a reader sent this to us. It's kind of a long one. It has a lot of twists and turns. It's like a story that ends in a question.
Okay.
But I'm going to read it.
All right. Is it like an
So,
asshole?
what's up? What's up, BGE? He is a 35-year-old man, and his wife, who's 32, brought herself this awesome hair dryer from Dyson last month, and she paid well over $400 for it. This is easy the
Well,
coolest hair.
Dyson spinner something or others.
Sure. This is easy the coolest hair dryer I've ever seen. It's silver and has a really cool design, and it reminds me of the plasma rifle from Halo. Super quiet as well. You can dry your hair in stealth mode. Have you ever played Halo?
Yeah, Halo was my shit for a minute.
All right. I was so impressed by this dryer that I asked my wife if I could use it too. She said I could use it whenever I wanted, and it was good that I used it to better get our money's worth. So they're both using the dryer now. I started using it every morning after my shower to dry my hair instead of just a towel and air drying like I used to. I have short hair, so it only took like a minute or two to dry. Still felt like I wasn't getting much use out of it, so I started experimenting.
Oh Lord,
Oh my
this
God.
sounds. Where's this going?
I
Very
tried
nice.
drying my armpits, makes applying deodorant much nicer, and I started drying down below. Side note, 100% do recommend. Without going much into detail, it feels a lot more hygienic throughout the day. Wow. I've never even thought about trying to blow dry my gonads. This morning, my wife walked into the bathroom after my shower and saw something perhaps she wasn't meant to see. For the record, I did not intend for her to come in, but I didn't have the door locked. I had, I had one foot on the floor, one foot on the counter, hair dryer in hand, pointed toward Venus and Earth. I may have also been humming the Halo theme. My wife my wife had a bit of a freak out and was like, "What are you doing?" So I stopped and reminded her that she said I could use the dryer whenever I wanted. She countered with saying that she didn't say I could use it that way. So I'm not sure if my wife has a point here. I definitely did not explicitly state how I was going to use the dryer, but there was no conversation or limitations beforehand. What would you say to your wife if you were in this situation?
I'm like, why can't I draw my balls with it? I wouldn't think it was an issue either. I'm like, look, she's like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm drawing my balls.
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
yeah.
What's
I
the
don't
issue?
think for his side, I don't think that it is a big issue because it's a $400 machine. But for her side, I think that because girls are much more intimate with their hair, having something that, doesn't touch your gonads but could touch your gonads and um being so close to your face, I think that's a problem. That's something that they have to talk about. But ultimately, I don't.
But if you're my wife, I imagine I'm nutting in your hair. So like, this should be the least of your problem.
What did you say? I mean, you're so far away from the microphone. I think I just like hallucinated for a second.
All right, I'm not gonna repeat myself then.
But yeah, uh, I really think that that's not something to get a divorce over. That's just something that you need to laugh about.
Yeah, I just need to talk that through. Just don't, and I guess don't dry your balls no more with the hair dryer, bro. Because that's, I mean, I don't see the issue because it's not like you touching the hair dryer with it, and I don't think that's will actually even be enjoyable for real, for real. But if you
I
like
mean,
it,
he said it's more hygienic though throughout the day. He said he feels a actual difference.
okay. I mean, more power to you, player.
Yeah. Yeah. I I think that you should still be able to do it. And I think that you should talk to your wife and say, you know, we have this machine. We are married,
I
so we
I
need to use it
wouldn't. I
this
don't think
way.
I would say that. I don't think I would be like, oh, he should still be able to do it. Um, because he didn't buy it. It's not his machine. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Yes, it's y'all machine because y'all married, but like that ain't what she bought this shit for. She ain't buy this shit for you to be blowing your balls.
wow. Wow. Um, I mean, true, I guess. True, I guess. Uh, but if you found something that was more hygienic for you to use in your boxers, boxer briefs,
Mhm.
would you still use it or like would you fight to use that $400 machine?
I think I'm a different kind of person. I think I am a different kind of person. Because not only if I'm gonna drop my balls with something, not only am I gonna drop my balls with it, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna drop my balls with it. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna drop my balls. Like I'm gonna use like you leave some face wash in my house. I'm about to wash my balls with this face wash, and you can be like,
What?
oh no, no. You can be like, oh no, don't do that. It's for your face. It's for my face, not for your balls. And I'm like, well, shit. It's at my house.
Don't use face wash on your balls. Those are two separate different types of skin.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, no, I'm just giving an example, bro. I'm just
Oh,
giving an
okay.
example.
Okay. Goodness, DeMarcus. You're such a boy sometimes.
All right, ready for mine?
Yes.
Okay, bet. So this is just one I found on Instagram. Shout out to the Blurred Cartel or Facebook. So shout out to the Blurred Cartel. They posted this. Which army would be the hardest to defeat if they invaded Marvel Earth 616? And Earth 616 is the main Earth. That's the one with the Peter Parker Spider-Man that we know. That's the one with the Iron Man that we know. Miles Morales is not on Earth 616, just to give you a sense of where we are. Um, but which army would be the hardest for Marvel Earth 616 to defeat? And we have the Saiyan army led by King Vegeta. So Vegeta's still a little boy. He got all his royal guards, all that stuff. The ones that were protecting the planet when Frieza blew it up. You have the Annihilus army, if you recall, Annihilus is the robot from like the Death Dimension or something like that.
The
Um,
nega dimension.
the Nega Dimension, that's what it is. And he's got like an army of like sentient machines that pretty much just consume everything. The Viltrum army, so the Viltrumite, the army of Viltrumites from Viltrum. So we talking about invincible at this point, or the army from the reign of Superman. So it's just like all the Superman. I think they clones or they just different kinds of Superman from different Earths. I don't know. Hard to
They
tell.
look like for different Earths, and Annihilus is from the negative zone. The negative
Negative
zone.
zone.
And
Got you.
those
Got
are
you.
definitely in this picture. Those are definitely different Supermans,
Mm-hmm.
judging by the logos on them all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go down there. So Annihilus is already in the 616, and he gets defeated by the Fantastic Four every year.
Mm-hmm.
So if the stretchy
the
guy,
the Fantastic Four solos.
yeah, like if the Fantastic, yeah, the Fantastic Four can solo them. I'm not too worried about them. The Viltrumite army, if you were to compare them to something in the Marvel universe, they would be like the Kree
Mhm.
in the Marvel 616 now. They are super strong, and they also have, well, some have alternative power. The Kree also made the Inhumans on Earth. So if we were to compare them, the Viltrumites would be like the Kree. The Kree have come to Earth multiple times and have been defeated. So I don't think that the Viltrumites would have anything to say against the 616, especially when you get to like the Blue Marvels, the Captain Marvels, the Doors, and the people on that level. Then you get to this who were they called? The Vegeta Force?
The not the Vegeta Force. Were they called the Vegeta Force?
I
I don't
don't
think
know.
so.
Yeah, I
I
don't
just
think
think
so either.
I just think
Vegeta
the
was the
Saiyan
prince.
army from Planet Vegeta.
So the Saiyan army, they aren't even the most powerful army that the Saiyans have. They're nowhere near as powerful as Goku, right?
The current Goku, no. And at
Okay.
the time, Goku wasn't alive yet, so or he was a baby. So
All right.
all of them were stronger than Goku at the time.
Okay. So I don't think that the Prince Vegeta's little, well, if they were to the baby, it was like before Prince Vegeta. So I don't think that the Saiyan army would have been much of a threat to them if
Yeah.
the Viltrumite army wasn't much of a threat to them. But
Threat
then
to
we
the
get to,
Marvel universe.
yeah, threat to the Marvel universe. Those five,
Um, so it's
those
not just those five; it's the whole army,
okay. No, I don't think so.
the whole army.
I don't
So,
think
but
so.
I mean, I feel you. I feel you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep going.
But then of course you get to Superman. So you have a bunch of Supermans who are the cream of the crop in DC. You have, but these Superman are not Superman. They look like alternative Supermans. So it looks like we're dealing with not even Superboy. Are these robots?
No, this is an army of Supermen. So let's just say each one is their own Superman. Is a Superman in their own right, just from their own universe. It's an army
Oh,
of
okay.
Supermen.
Okay. So you might have a Clark Kent, then you might have the Black Superman, then you might have
Mm-hmm.
the in Injustice Superman, so on and so
Yep.
forth. All
Just a
right,
bunch of Superman.
then you have a problem. Then you have a problem. I am struggling to think of people in Marvel who can take down a bunch of Superman. Now the 616 have beat Celestials, the not Marvel, but the mutants and the Avengers have beaten Celestials, but they did that mostly with trickery.
Mm-hmm.
If we
Mm-hmm.
bring in the what are they called? There was this movie about them, and Brian Tyree Henry was a gay person. What are they called? Brian Tyree Henry Marvel. Which the Eternals. If you bring in the Eternals,
Mm.
um, then you have more of a struggle with them. But I I don't know. I don't know who is going to win against the 616 or an army of Superman. If you bring in the Eternals, if you add in Wiccan, he's
Mm-hmm.
616. If you add in Scarlet Witch and all of their magic users, then of course you have the upper hand. Okay. All right.
I I think I was gonna bring that up. The magic users against the Superman. Superman is like susceptible to magic, I've heard.
Yeah, that's
So
one of his
do you think,
weaknesses.
yeah, do you think that would make a difference? Um for me, I agree with you for the most part. A nihilist army, the Fantastic Four solos them every year. So that's not even, we're not even concerned about them at this point. Like they've
Yeah.
got that patterned out. Um the Saiyan army, like I want them to be a contender real bad. Like I really want the Saiyan army to be like a threat, but they not, because Frieza soloed them by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
um and then
Build your minds.
the Viltrumites. I think the Viltrumites will give them the run for their money. Cause like I think each Viltrumite, and this is the Viltrumite army, so we're not talking about like Mark Grayson level of power. We're talking about Omni Man being the weakest one of them all.
Yeah.
And so everybody else is like much stronger than that. I think the Viltrumites might stand a chance. But what's what's the question? Remind me of the question again.
Who
Like
would
which one is
win?
the
Which one? No, if one of them would give the 616 a run for the money.
mm-hmm. So yeah, I think the hardest to defeat. So the hardest, I think it would be the Superman, just because the Superman got a few extra powers, like the eye lasers, they can like clap and like destroy shit. They got the freeze breath, they can absorb the sunlight, then explode and shit. They got a few extra things that the Viltrumites don't have that makes them a little harder to beat, plus the invulnerability, plus the super strength, plus the flight. But I think if the Viltrumites got into Marvel, they'll be wrecking shop. Like folks like Spider-Man, um, Black Panther, the Sentry and shit. They'll be in there fighting. They'll be in there making a mess, but they gonna get overwhelmed.
Yeah, I don't think Spider-Man. and Black Panther could, but then you bring in the Sentry
Hmm.
and Thor and Captain Marvel, Blue
I
Marvel,
think I think
Hulk.
I think Spider-Man and Black Panther will be able to take out some lower level Viltrumite soldiers. Like they're not finna take out the king of the Viltrumites. They ain't finna take out the top dog. But they'll they'll take some folks down. They'll do
And
some
you
fun.
said that all of these are stronger than Mark.
Oh yeah, Mark is half human. Mark ain't doing nothing.
Mark at the end of the series or Mark at the end of the series on Amazon right now?
I'm saying I'm saying all of the Viltrumite army is of similar strength to Omni Man or stronger. Like they're not like Omni Man
Spider-Man could
strong,
never
sure.
take out one of them. Peter
I
could
think he could.
never take out one of
I
them.
think Peter could.
First of all,
Like he ain't gonna
Peter doesn't kill, and that will be his main weakness in that fight because they don't go down unless they are dead. They don't rest. They don't sleep if during a fight. They're not knocked out. They're dead or they're fighting you. So the one thing that's gonna happen
either
is that
I'm dead or I'm still throwing hands.
so
Yeah,
Spider-Man isn't gonna win in that one. Point blank
that's
period.
fair. That's fair. I think Black
Um,
Panther could take out a few though.
Black Panther
I
doesn't have that um thing. I think the suit will give him a lot of advantage for absorbing that those blows.
he got the power of boss. He is the champion of the Panther God.
I don't think that I don't think that Wakanda's destroyed.
And
Wakanda's
then I
destroyed.
mean, well, that's just because he's just not where he's supposed to be doing what he's supposed to do. He's still one man. Um, that's not the hit of there. I think like those. I think Spider Man, Black Panther level will take a bit to take out like one person. If they get to solo one person, they can do something. But then you have folks like Thor that's like knocking
Not
folks left and right.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man could never. You think those webs are gonna
I mean, he gonna have to like they gonna have to push him to his they gonna have to push him to make him like stop playing around.
Craven could never.
But like I think once he stopped playing, he got something for their ass.
Um, and I also think that if Tony or Reed or any of them could figure out, okay, I think that the Superman would have something until they figured out his weaknesses. Like if they
As
figured
soon as
out
they figure out that kryptonite.
if they figured out the kryptonite that he was weak against magic, or that he
Hmm.
absorbed sunlight for his energy, or that the
Hmm.
yellow sun, yeah,
Or that red sun stuff. Yeah.
yeah, if they figured out that stuff, then it's over for the Superman, like quickly, quickly. And
Yeah. You
Reed is gonna
right.
figure that
You
stuff
right.
out.
You right. And so I wanna say the Viltrumites will probably be the hardest because they don't have nothing like that. The Viltrumites don't
Yeah.
have no like apparent
No.
weakness to
Yeah.
exploit.
Yeah.
It's either like either you stronger than me or you not.
Yeah. Yeah. All
But then
right.
they don't have like the laser beams and all the other stuff we said Superman got. So
Yeah. But as soon as like it would be hard until the science guys figured it out.
yeah, yeah. Like they might take over half the earth.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Ford, you say invent me something to kill something, then Ford can automatically do it. So whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, that was a good question.
That
Very good.
was.
Very, very good. All right. The next episode is our last one for oops. Okay. All right. Okay. The next episode, you can't you can't make my computer jump when I'm in the middle of talking because I'm gonna get completely sidetracked.
I didn't make no computer jump. I
You
don't know
just
what.
sent the message, didn't you?
Uh, I'm curious. I'm trying to figure out what happened.
All right. Well, I forgot what I was gonna. Oh yeah, the next episode. Demarcus, you are horrible. The next episode is our last episode for the year until 2024, and it's gonna be the best. We saved a good one for you because the next episode are the Jardo Awards. Yay, the Jardo Awards. Where
Pew pew
I
pew.
where I am going to say all of my favorite things in media by things of the year, comic book of the year, game of the year, movie of the year, horror of the year. And I got a lot of horror of the years. So yeah. But the
How
next
you got?
episode,
No, it's one horror of the year. One person wins.
I mean, it's gonna be one horror, but I got a lot of
A
subcategories
lot of
in
nominee.
horror.
Oh, geez. So, okay.
Oh, Demarcus, you're already Demarcus, don't be like that. Do not be like that. All right, final question. Did you see the Marvels yet?
Not yet.
Wow.
Did you see it?
Yes, I saw opening night.
Oh, okay, damn. No shit. I ain't
I
saw
saw
it
it
yet.
on that Thursday.
Relax.
So you have that AMC. No, you have that Regal, or is it every movie theater?
Not. I mean, it's most. Like, I haven't been to a movie theater yet that I can't go to.
Yeah, and you don't even use it.
I haven't used it in a minute. I've been busy. I've been busy, but I'm gonna get back to it. Like we said earlier in the show, I haven't been making a lot of time for me to be with myself and do things that I like to do. But I'm gonna start back on it.
So, I have a suggestion.
Uh-huh.
I just want you to, between now and our next episode, just watch the Beyonce movie on Netflix, Homecoming.
Oh, I've seen Homecoming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Hampton was
Why
in it.
you still? All right, y'all. This is Black Geek Energy, and we're out.
BGE out.
All right, let's take a break to check in on our geeks. How are y'all doing? How are y'all feeling? How's your heart? How's your mind? Now, y'all have asked us about mental health before and what our feelings are on mental health, and I say that your mental health is just as important as your physical health, your spiritual health, and your financial health, your fiscal health. And therapy, a lot of times, is a bridge to those other things. And so our sponsor, BetterHelp, is here to help us with that and help you with that. And I know a lot of y'all don't believe in therapy. Y'all ain't got time for it. You know, can't nobody tell you how you feel, but that's not what BetterHelp is here to do. What BetterHelp does is that they have licensed professionals that help you understand why you're feeling the way you do and are able to walk you through those feelings and help you get to a better place or just to reassure you of where you already are. I'm in therapy myself, and I can tell you that it's working for me. So, why not give it a try? You can go to betterhelp.com/BGE pod. That's beta gamma epsilon pod for 10% off and get started with BetterHelp today.